TNS Tuesday, you know we got to talk about Electric Tommy here, showing out and making it to winners finals versus Kingreyjr. It was a tough ask to get over Kingreyjr Jr. after the versus fighting showing he had, and you know we saw those classic heat burst cancels into exerciser baits from Jr. with the no games James. Let's talk losers bracket. Tommy 2-0 Joe crushing winners, so Joe was pitted against the full crouch queen Cuddle Core, who lost to Joe's Twitch rage art reaction to her crouch into while standing button. The matchup after that was rough for Joe though. Those unblockable combo winners that Boosterblast Link gets on Jack were just massive. He must have got it like 10 times. Booster's punishment and spacing were just immaculate this evening, not to mention how often the raccoon swing was a clinching button for Booster, and not just in this set. Let's continue to pay attention to the spacing Booster sits at against Peeling, who continues to play Yoshimitsu instead of the mirror match. Check out how effective Peeling sidesteps and raccoon swings are for the hit and run style. Speaking of which, the spit and run style was not working out for Peeling in this matchup. Booster only got hit by the bad breath once the whole set. Man, it was a thing of beauty watching him space it out. Final round went to the last seconds after Peeling misjudged the wall distance on the bottom of Sanctum, backflipped, and was unable to recover the momentum or life lead. After defeating Joe and Peeling, he was clearly confident in his reads, and Booster moved on to continue to use his quick timing and duck reads to face Pastel Tommy in losers finals. In that set, we saw more of Tommy's electric dominance, like this Pastel perfect in Game 5 to put him on set point, but Booster had a mix of incredibly clutch reads, fantastic usage of the cross-lifting palms, immaculate sidestep timing, which honestly was the real superpower in this set, and to be honest, some kind of janky back turn situations. Final round came around and Bloom Blaster got a great combo into Rage Art, then again used the tried and true raccoon swing for spacing in the back one to stuff Tommy's Sentai transition. In grand finals, Boosterblast got 2 games straight on Junior and it looked like a reset was imminent, but look at these combo conversions. You think that looks like somebody who gonna lose this tournament? Between passing the knowledge checks for strings that can be Sabaki for combo, his cool-headedness even while cornered, the low parries, and the can-cans, Junior was sewing it up. Booster of course continued to have great instincts on the sidewalks and whiff punishment, but in tournament point versus reset point, Junior found the sidestep timing on Booster, got the combo, and clinched his record of 8 Tampa Never Sleeps victories. Juicy Game Nights Monthly in Orlando had 108 entrants in it from all over, but Winners Semis was a classic with Shy the Ruler's Lee Chaolon and of course Kingreyjr Jr. Junior's complaints about the linearity of the character were certainly known by Shy and taken advantage of, but he couldn't clutch out Game 3 in the end. We had some AT aliens coming to invade, and as much as I hate to say it, Florida was not looking ready. Or rather should I say that JJbreeze was just too ready. I mean, look at these duck reads on Obscura at long range. He clearly has a lot of experience in the Elisa matchup. And it's not just the Luke sidewalkers that he was pulling off and showing Obscura the force from the backside. We were missing a lot of that backdash launch punishment from Obscura, and honestly, the spacing just wasn't comfortable for him, and he dies to the misplaced heat burst in Game 3. Another of the ATL squad, 0-2, got sent to losers by Floridian Static earlier in the bracket, so we had to show you he schmooved with lots of the Lionheart launch punishes versus Jacksonville's Master Raven, and I do mean Master Shinobi Kun. Between the evasive clone usage and the counter hit while standings too, we know this boy well for his ability to thrive in the clutch, and he successfully gets the gatekeep. The same could not be said for Genghis Dawn and his Fang. I gotta tell you, I was ashamed to be commentating this match with all of the missed block punishment on negative 19 moves in this set, especially when we're being invaded. Oh, by the way, somebody give Don the Olympic medal for breakdancing, because he was all over May with these down back threes. It was probably this situation right here when Fang literally sidestepped the Jin down 4 at the wall that just made May give up on it. Then I could show you the entirety of the Florida team kill that was losers quarters between Shinobi and Obscura, but this round right here is really all you need to see. This young buck comes up to the buffet, puts all of this food on his plate, doesn't finish it, and then expect not to get his ass whooped by Unk. This was the 7th throw in the set that he didn't tech, by the way, and it seemed like Obscura finally found his backdash spacing and comfortability because the screwdriver did it for him. And he moves on to loser semis against Don to not block punish the shoulder either. I'm not giving this man the time of day. On to losers finals, which was an ATL team kill, and we saw a lot more of the Luke sidewalkers to stop Don from defeating his bracket demon at the away stadium. In grand finals, JJ decided not to go with the law as he had in winner's side, but instead go with the lore battle in the Fang way. Maybe he saw versus fighting and thought he found Junior's Achilles heel, but it was looking like JJ freeze over here after he lost 7 rounds straight. He did eventually pour on the gas and get 2 games back, but apparently all you gotta do against these Fang players is block a shoulder and kill them for it. And finally, I found somebody from Florida who can do it and wins the tourney for it. Cuddlecore's Red Bull Golden Letters Qualifier Invitational Cuddle Cup was this Sunday, and hey look, 2 Red Bull athletes are in winners finals, and oh my god, why do they look like they hate each other? What are these callouts? The Shagohots from Anakin, the long range chainsaws from Cuddle, they definitely did not like to have each other in close quarters. Keep out was the name of the game, but you can't keep Anakin from these trade combos though. That was sick. Eventually, the high risk, high reward playstyle fizzled out for Anakin the Annihilator after the full crouch cross chop is blocked and punished for kill combo. On the losers, we got a special one. The toxicity starts early with Joe Crush spamming the special style during his own Rage Art in round 1. In that same game, we had 2 back-to-back jaw dropper combos, one from Anakin after the down forward 4 trade into Shagohod, and one from Joe after the Seed Planner second hit whiffs. We're going to see a lot of these high damage combos from the Mog Master, but it could be that he got himself a little too carried away mogging, and in fact, Anakin looked like he'd got that mug in him, not just with the Gamma, but the programmed uppercuts as well. Speaking of programmed uppercuts, in Game 3, Joe had scripted a couple of these launches to land his opponent in hot water at the beach, and in 2 interactions took 100% of Anakin's health away. Those 2 combos took 20 seconds, and I'm sure Joe relished every one of them. It was getting tense. Usually we're used to Anakin being the demon at the wall, but the tables were turned this day as Anakin got his timing caught by Joe. In the final round, Joe baits Anakin's own Gamma parry with an empty Gamma transition, launches with the wall standing 1, proceeds to put Anakin to the wall again, and forces his way into Grand Final. Round 1 was explosive already, with this armor eating 400 feet to chainsaw but still allowing Joe combo. I want to first talk to you about Cuddlecore's amazing punishment, especially on the solar flare. Not to mention her sidestep reach, not just in her own advantageous situations to force whiff, but in the clutch too, as we saw her sidestep the first hit of the railgun and proceed to run up in his face, which got her victory later, as well as she baited Joe's reaction Rage Art that she lost to this week in TNS. Revenge is a dish best served cold. Speaking of which, where did the fire go on this interaction? What? In Game 5, Cuddlecore was on tournament point, but the headbutt trade allows Joe to get one of the highest damage combos I have ever seen in this game. In round 4, both characters have spent their heat and are in one-touch territory, with Joe having wall advantage. Cuddle stays patient and fights her way out, and bro, I thought he got hit! We had the metal ready to give her and everything, but Joe knew exactly what move he could whiff in that situation, I guess. Joe Crush at the wall is what wins him this set 100%, and he moves on to reset the bracket with a perfect. In the reset, Cuddle says you're not the only one that can wind up. Joe tries to get a little fresh with her at the wall after the heat dash, and while hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, Joe survives the Rage Art and finally makes a good impression. He gets 2 games straight on her, and Cuddle looks like she's about to take it back with a headbutt round start in round 3, throws all momentum down the lava trail a la Kazuya Mishima. She's so close to the kill here after using her full crouch pressure she's known for to be able to get the low parry, but it doesn't seem like she was ready for the combo. Joe gets the next round and spaces immaculately as always to snatch the cup away from Cuddlecore at her own tournament.